Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew, where family's everything.
Until it's not.
Everyone, we are in Beverly Hills. I'm at Sutton store, and Kyle is right outside the Umansky house. He's actually listening to their conversation when they
You
tell the
mean
girls.
aunt, not Kyle.
Oh,
You
yeah.
called me Kyle. I'm
Yeah, Auntie
aunt.
Kyle.
Auntie Kyle.
Um,
What an
this is a
episode.
sad
The
episode.
only thing I could think of is the very beginning. I thought the beginning of the season, we saw Camille and Denise, and now they've made their grand reappearance at the white party.
Absolutely.
I mean, and she didn't care. She was wearing pink. She didn't care. I'm going to tell you, I kind of liked all the scenes of the past white parties because there was always a white party. Every season we had a white
Yeah.
party, and it was at their house. And she was running around in flip flops and jeans, Kyle. And now they've gotten to the point, and it
Stop
was
moving your shoulder because it's disappearing with your background. You have to
okay.
just like sit
All
still.
right. It was hard to see how much they've gone from being in their house and having a party in the backyard and maybe spending 10 or 15,000 on a great party. No, in the day,
Maybe.
15 years ago.
Okay.
And now they're spending 400,000. They have become incredibly wealthy.
Yeah, but also
And
she doesn't need to keep her show money anymore. Mauricio doesn't care. He's like, spend it on being
no, but
bigger on
that's
the
not the
show.
point. We went from backyard party. They were happy. They were jumping in the pool
But also
together
her
on the
money from the
float.
show needed to go to like their bottom line. Now it doesn't have to. So she probably gets paid $1 million to do the season, and she probably just spends it to make the whole season look good.
Yeah, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. I'm saying we went from the old party and they were in the backyard and they were happy to all the wealth and all the extravagance and what a party it was. And they couldn't be more apart.
And it's
It's kind of
Mauricio's
sad.
fault.
I don't blame either one. There are two people in every relationship.
Eh.
There's always blame on both parts. That's what I think. I don't think anybody is no there's no 100%. I don't think. That's just me.
I
But
just don't believe Mauricio's bullshit when she's like, I'm so excited for the party tomorrow. And he's like, oh, yeah, hon, me too. It's like, no, you're thinking of your next office. No one believes you. Like, no one believes you.
it's hard once
I'm
you
starting to
get
feel
into
Mauricio's a
that.
fraud. Like that he's a fraud of being this loving, nice, kind, sweet guy. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know, but I did love to see the return of Kevin Lee. And you know what? That was something I didn't like about Kyle, though. I get it. It's a great party. You have spray painted white, um, real palm trees. You spent 400,000. Um, but I don't know. She just had to go there and insult Lisa Vanderpump. She couldn't help herself.
Oh, no, I
And that's where
know.
the pettiness comes in. And then she's going, oh, why do you have to put my name? Oh, put my name. She loves her names on the floor. Who cares that it says Kyle? Now, maybe Kevin Lee went a little bit overboard with the KYLE on the floor because nobody was going to see it. It was sort of a waste of a couple of $1,000 because they said how much it was. But I don't know. Just don't go there, Kyle. It's just doesn't. It's not a good look. You got enough things, Kyle. You've lived. You're still on the show. You're the star of the show. Why'd you have to insult Lisa Vanderpump? I
Yeah.
just don't get it. I just don't get it at all. But it was a great party. The girls slayed it. I kind of loved Kyle coming out with her four girls, and they're all got their act together in a strange, weird way. And I loved, at OC used to do this every year that the season, and New York did it. And of course, I'm going old school, but they always had a party at the end of the year, the last one, and everybody came. Like in the OC, they would have Gina Keogh, even though she hadn't been on it, and Tammy would come. And even that one that was on for 1 year, I can't think of her name right now, but they would have everybody come to the party and you'd see them in the background a little bit. And they did have a lot of people came. They had Camille, they had Faye Resnick, they had Crystal's brother was there. They had Lawrence Stafford Webb, who I had no idea who she was. So I figure she's a future housewife.
Hmm.
That's all I could think of. I have no idea who she was. And Cynthia Bailey was there and Jeff Lewis, to name a
Yeah.
few. I thought that was kind of cool and I wanted more. I would have liked it even more, believe it or not, if what's her name? Eileen Davidson, is it?
She's kind of boring. She's a
Yeah, I know, but I would have liked
nothing.
it if she showed up. I would have liked it if Adrienne Maloof was there. I would have liked it if some other random housewives, Joyce Gerard, who wouldn't show up because she's Lisa's girl. But oh,
Joyce
oh,
Garrett.
yeah, I'm just saying, she got beautiful hair. She sells hair products.
I mean,
Before we get into everything, before we get into everything with Kyle and Mauricio and the whole bit and how that went down,
mhm.
Brandy said this week that Andy Cohen offered.
Okay, but he answered and it's bullshit.
Okay, well,
Such
I'm just
bullshit.
saying.
Okay,
She
cool.
just,
How
she
many
just,
inappropriate comments have you made in your life? And if someone turned around and said, "Oh, aunt sexual
yeah,
harassed me,"
harassed
you'd
me.
be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Yeah, it was sexual harassment when you're dying laughing when I'm saying it, right?
I
Bullshit.
know.
Brandy Glanville needs to go to take a nap. I can't
Okay.
stand her.
All
She
right.
looks
Well,
hideous. Her
she does
lips
look
are
terrible. She does
disgusting.
look
She
terrible.
was
She
so
looks
pretty
terrible.
before. She was like one of the
I
most
know.
beautiful women, and she looks terrible. Her attitude sucks. Talk about no growth.
No growth. No, she's right up there with Danielle Staub. She's getting
She's the
there.
worst. Like, I mean, listen,
You
like,
think she's worse than Danielle?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
mm. At least Danielle's gone quietly into the dark.
Danielle also tries. She just fails.
Anyways, how much did you laugh? First of all, I want to tell you, I watched Tuesday. I had the TV on all day, right? And I want you to know, Avi was on last season too at your store. Avi was there last season, but last year he was like, she had a number one assistant, and Avi was the boy washing the dishes. So he's been
Oh,
elevated this year, Avi, because he was there. And wasn't it terrible of Sutton when she drank too much vodka and fell to the ground that she blamed poor Avi?
oh yes.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't
No, it
like
was a
that.
joke.
No, I know it was a joke, but
So what?
it's the way she says it. I don't care for it necessarily.
Pot calling kettle.
I
Come on.
do. Yeah, but you know what? See, there's the difference. Like we had Mikey still
Okay.
around, okay? And him and Erika are not like that. And he's kind of her assistant. He's done her
No, he's
hair. He's done
not.
it. Yes, he has. He's been around for her doing her clothes and everything for years.
Yeah, but he.
Is a choreographer and he has done
Yeah,
other
it's
things.
not. It's
But
not the same.
if you go back 5 years ago with Erika, Mikey was the guy putting out her clothes and stuff too. But Erika's never, for all of Erika's faults, she's never talked to Mikey the way Sutton talks to Avi. And I don't like the way she talks to Avi. Free Avi.
I think that I disagree.
Free
100%.
Avi. I think
I
free
disagree
Avi.
100%. Like,
I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't.
okay. I
I
mean,
think
I think Avi is far more of like he has like a Lucy and Ethel relationship with Sutton. Like,
Oh, you think he likes it where Mikey's more
I don't think she
professional?
does it that much. I think that like
I don't know. She blamed him. She blamed him. I'm just not
she
crazy
got
about
up
it.
cackling laughing.
No, well, how you have to get up laughing when you're drunk and you fall to the floor. You know that. Anyways, Denise came back with Aaron.
I hate Denise too.
You do?
Why? Like,
Oh, I
why would
loved
I?
it. How? Denise was so good, though. The shade from Denise.
I don't find it
Oh,
as shade. I find it as bitch. You don't like the role that you have on the show. You're pissed off that Erika Jane's husband did what she did to her and she still rose like this. You're annoyed that she actually has grown and is capable of apologizing. And you still think that your coat's on the right way and that you were in the right at that dinner. Denise
I'm
Richards
going
is
to
a
tell you, though.
mess. Talk
I
about someone
know,
who
but
hasn't grown over the years.
no, she hasn't grown, but I did like when she said to Aaron, "Come on, let's go watch. The cameras are here. They're going to pick up her lip syncing." I mean, that was funny. I love those. I
It's
love when
funny,
there's
but
shade.
Denise
And
Richards is a loser.
okay, but the shade is good And did you think it was shady when Kyle said to Camille, "Oh, hi, Camille. I didn't have a chance to say hi to you." That was kind of
No.
shady too. See, I thought that was shade.
How did you think that was shady?
I just thought it was like, I've said hi to everybody else. Oh, I haven't said hi to you, but you're still in the front. Oh, hi, Camille.
She
Yeah.
didn't say I've said hi to everyone else.
No, but she had. That was the thing. She really had seen everybody else. Yeah.
Were you there?
No, no, I wasn't. But I am going to say one
I
thing
thought it
about,
was so nice. Instead of just staring at
I
Camille
don't know.
Grammer, she's like,
I don't
"Oh,
know.
hi, Camille. I didn't get to see you yet." If
I
she
don't know.
didn't
It was
give a
the way
shit about
she did
Camille,
it.
she would have
It
been
was the
like,
way she did it. How come Morgan wasn't at the white party?
"Because they're not banging."
They are. What do we have? What do we
Oh
have?
my
The
God,
bet.
you and these stories that like
Listen,
there's no like
what is the bet we have when it comes out that they are together? What is the bet? We need a bet. Everybody tell us what you think the bet will be.
I'm not betting anything because I don't think, but I'm
Why?
not saying that
Do
it's
you have an aversion
impossible.
to betting?
You are convinced that they are a thing.
They're intimate.
I believe that they could be, but I also believe that they absolutely could not be.
No, I don't. I think they're 100% are.
Yeah, and the best part is I have a lot more experience with gay relationships than you.
Yeah, but lesbians are different than men.
Okay, but like there's no reason to think
I don't
that
know. I
they
think they're
are a
together.
thing anymore,
I
like
think
at
Jeff
all, if
Lewis
they
is
were.
going to be, I think at the end of the day, Jeff Lewis will be proven right. Oh, and you want to know what else? I tell you already that I was at Total Wines the other day and I went to see how much the Corbel was, and it's $12 a bottle. Let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with Corbel. It's fine. But don't advertise you're having a champagne and bubbles party and serve $12 champagne in Beverly Hills. That's going back to last week. It's
Of
$12 a
course.
bottle. I thought that was so funny. I
James
really did.
Kennedy had it at his party.
I know, but James was having a barbecue in the backyard. He wasn't having
That's
a
the point.
jeweler in Beverly
That's the
Hills.
point.
Yeah, that
That's
is the
the point.
I
Why are
mean,
we
it was
talking about
fun.
this again?
Did we talk about it last episode?
Yeah. It was the point of last
I
episode.
wasn't sure. I forgot. Okay. I want to say one thing about Erika Jane,
Yeah.
besides the fact it's expensive to be her.
Hmm.
She's no Countess Luann. And next week,
She's better.
Andrew and I are
Wait.
going to see Mary F.
I know that.
Shag
We know that. I
with
know that. But wait, my
Countess
question is, what are you
Luann.
talking
And
about? You
we're
really
going to go
think Luann's
live.
better
So
than her?
look for us on Instagram. We are going to go live for about 10 minutes. Go ahead.
You think that
Next Friday,
Luann?
March 1st.
Yeah, but
Well,
you think that Luann's better than Erika?
after we see Luann, let's see what we think of.
I've seen Luann twice.
I have never seen her.
She doesn't dance. She doesn't know how to dance. Erika is a performer. We're treating Erika like she's Adele.
Okay.
Okay, Adele. Erika doesn't claim to be Adele. Erika's Mariah Carey without the none of
Without
these
the
people
voice.
sing. None of
Yeah.
these people sing when they perform live. Why are we holding Erika Jane under a knife when
Oh,
every other?
that's true. Britney doesn't sing.
Come on.
Adele sings.
Yes, that's why I'm saying we're
Yeah.
comparing her to
Yeah.
Adele.
Celine Dion sings.
Yes, and she
Sang.
doesn't split
Sang.
her legs open and have guys lick up her leather pants.
Okay, so who do you think Gaga?
I don't think they're
Does she sing?
probably, but why are like what I'm trying to say is Erika is like a novelty. It's like an act. It's like
It's
like
like
dance pop music. It's an
it's like
experience.
don't be tardy for the party.
It's much better than Don't Be Tardy. Like
And what about what was Melissa Gorga's song?
which one?
Oh, her main song. I forget it now. That's how I
it's
can't remember it. Because Melania
I'm on display, on display, on display. But she doesn't. It was better than her live performance.
On display.
It was much better than her live performance.
Oh, much better. Well, she's Mikey. She has Mikey. Of course, it's better, Erika. Of course.
I mean, I don't really see. I don't know why Mikey doesn't stand out to me as an Avi, as a Cedric. He's not one of those.
No, he's an actual choreographer. He puts her show together. You don't think so?
I mean, maybe what she calls like, I mean, he's not a in-demand choreographer.
No, but wasn't he the one that was in the review in the Magic Mike review in
His
Vegas?
friend was in it.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was Mikey.
No, it was his friend. I,
So he hangs around with the
but
dancers.
also, like, I hate to say it, Magic Mike dancers are not like in-demand professional dancers.
Oh, okay.
They can
Don't
do one thing. They look good. They can
they
do the
look
Magic Mike dances.
fantastic.
They're not going to auditions like getting cast in movies.
That's true. No,
Like the
no, they're
same way that
usually
Erika Jane,
escorts. They're probably visiting old rich women as escorts. Let's be honest.
Mikey is to Erika, like the same way that I just think Mikey is Mikey, and it's he's on television to try to get more attention.
Okay. All right. Now, what did you think about the fact PK's been gone so long?
It's all very strange. It also
Yeah.
went from I'll be back for sure next week, and then we found out
Yeah.
he was gone for 39 days total.
Yeah.
I also don't understand like what he even does. Like
I don't either.
I thought
What's
he
he got for
represented
business?
musical
But
artists, and
Boy George and
so
stuff.
like
I
if
know.
he
I know.
represents musical people, like can't we hear like I'm on tour, I'm on
Right.
here? No, I'm in the UK doing business.
Right. That's it.
Doing who?
Who knows? Business. Be
But
business.
a part of me feels like that
Be
this is all
business.
fabricated.
Oh, okay, maybe.
I
He's
mean,
in London.
wait, so PK treats Dorit the way he does, and she's just all over him, loves him, blah, blah, blah. Mauricio just gets busy with work and doesn't pay attention to Kyle, and they're separated.
I know
Like,
it
I
doesn't make
mean,
sense. Okay, now let's get to the important stuff.
I still don't find it important. I still find it a crock of shit.
What, the whole separation?
I mean,
I mean, how about the way they did it? Now, will you agree that everybody was in a reenactment um, of hearing the news?
yeah, it was all a
It
reenactment,
was
and their
all a
youngest daughter
reenactment.
just like the reality hit, and
No,
that's why
no,
she
no, no,
broke up
no.
in
I'm talking
tears.
about Garcelle. I'm talking about Garcelle's phone going off and her looking at it and saying, "Oh my." I'm
Oh, yeah.
talking about there being a camera with Rob and Crystal and Rob
I love Rob
saying,
Minkoff.
and Rob out of nowhere, "Oh, I bet Morgan released it. I bet she leaked
I
it
thought
to
that
the
was the
people."
best. That
I
that
mean, so much shade from that guy.
Crystal Kung Minkoff owes her husband her diamond next season.
Yes. The way he said it, I went, "Oh, that's a true Hollywood producer. He knows how things go in this town. We think she might be with the other one. Of course, it was the lover who leaks it. So the
Yeah, I think
story
it should
gets
be. We should
out."
start KRP, Ken and Rob Productions. Ken Todd and Rob Minkoff.
Yes, because it sort of was a Ken Todd moment, wasn't it?
Oh, did you
Did you
know
hear?
Sandoval? And it's
Yeah.
like that exact same thing.
Raquel stayed at Sandoval's. Yes,
And
same
like
thing.
it, and Rob Minkoff gave a master class in that one sentence to
Uh-huh.
PK and Mauricio, who don't know really how to throw like shade, snarky little comments.
Right.
Because let me tell you something, that is not going to be a very like Kyle might not even bring that up at the reunion because it was truly like
It was
Crystal was like
so good.
Rob, and then like she's like,
I
oh my
know.
God, like it was one of those things where you could just tell, and like whereas if PK had said that,
Yeah.
it
Oh,
would
it
have been
would
the end of
be.
the world.
Oh, yeah, totally. But see, Rob is legitimate.
He's also likable, like he's not a mean
Yeah, but
person.
he's also a legitimate producer. I mean,
I
he's
also think
done
he genuinely thought like
The Lion King.
maybe he thinks like you, and he thinks Kyle and Morgan are shagging.
Well,
And
he obviously does.
so he's like, maybe she got jealous, or maybe she just enough is enough that she didn't,
Yeah, she wanted it out in the open.
exactly.
I thought it was interesting. Erika was the only one that came over. I mean, I know that was planned. They didn't show Erika finding out the news, just the other ladies. And then Erika appeared.
I think Kyle probably said that she wanted Erika to come over.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Um, um, the, Okay.
It was kind of uneventful. I hate to say it. Like, it was like,
No,
what?
I thought it was great, especially with the girls. I don't know why they would do that. I don't understand. I get that you're out there, but you know what? I saw a clip from his Netflix series, The
He
Agency.
ripped her apart, didn't he? He exposed
Well,
so
no,
much
he
more.
said, he's with the three older girls. Of course, not Portia. I did feel bad for Portia. She's a young girl.
Oh, yeah,
You
of
know what I
course.
mean? She's 15. The other ones are a little bit older. I don't know. But anyways, with his three girls, and they got their agency, they all work for him. They all work at the agency. Um, he said, your mother came to me and she says, separated means separated. That means you can date whoever you want, and I can date whoever I want. And they're all just kind of looking. And so I said to your mother, "Oh, okay. All right. You can do on a
Yeah, but
date who
she
you want.
explained
I'll
that on
date."
Watch What Happens Live. She said the
Oh, I
reason
didn't
why she
see
did
her.
that was
Okay.
because of the fact that she would much rather say, like, go do this and like be smart about it versus finding out through the press, like not knowing, feeling like she was blindsided. Like, it was kind of her way of kind of giving him some string, but then the minute she did, she regretted it. That's what she said.
Oh, did she? Okay, I didn't see Watch What Happens Live. Yeah, because
Yeah.
then he took her at her word.
Yeah. And I think she just
Yeah.
regrets it. It's kind of like, you don't have to reply to this.
No, yeah.
Then you can't
Yeah.
get mad that people don't reply.
Yeah, right. I get what you're saying. Um,
It's not like
um,
she said you could if you wanted to, but I just want you to tell me before you do.
yeah.
She said,
I,
go do what you want.
yeah,
Well,
she did.
be
And I'm
careful
gonna
what you wish
say by
for.
the end of the episode,
I
I
actually think
thought,
that's Mauricio in the window up there banging someone right behind you.
no, it's probably Teddy Mellencamp's husband fixing the security system.
Maybe. Or maybe it was Teddy and Kyle with who was it
Morgan.
that they no, who did they bang? Who said that? Didn't someone say that they banged two of the Real Housewives?
Yes.
Who was
But we
that?
don't know who the two
Shep?
housewives
No, it
were.
wasn't Shep, was it?
No, but we'll find out.
I forgot who it
I
was.
know who it was. It was somebody from a Bravo show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember now. At the end of the episode, I thought the same thing I thought at the beginning when I saw the white party and the flashbacks to the white party, and knowing what I know now. And the party used to be in the backyard and they were jumping in the pool and they were all so happy and they didn't have as much. It was their old house, not the big
Yeah, yeah,
grand
we know
house.
about this. You already went
No,
through this.
but at the end of it all, with the way she broke down and she's saying that she lost her trust and she couldn't recover from it.
Oh yeah.
And all I could think of is success and material items have replaced the love they had before.
I didn't feel that
I
way.
do.
I
I
felt,
did. Yeah.
um, well, as someone who's been cheated on, like, no, she's being serious. She tried to move past whatever happened with him that apparently they say they get into deep at the reunion. That's what they said. I Watch What Happens Live,
Okay.
that is addressed. I totally hear where she's coming from. That, like, because I think that one of the deep problems is it's not just that Mauricio is working, it's that he's gone a lot. And
Hmm.
because of something that happened, she can't trust him when he's
He's
gone.
gone. Got it.
And so it
Got it.
brings up fights. They
Right.
argue. It's
Yeah.
probably comes off like she's stalking him. I've been
Yes.
down this road, Kyle. I get it. I hear you, sister. It is very difficult. People think that once they've said they're sorry, that they get a free pass, but it takes a long time.
Yeah.
And
But
there's work that needs to be done on the other side. And I can totally see that if Mauricio is not present to do that work,
mm,
how she
then
can
they're not going
fall,
to get to it.
because for her,
Totally.
she doesn't look at it as he doesn't know what like he's doing to me and he doesn't know what he's caused in my
Right.
life.
Yeah.
He looks at it as, I'm busy. I'm never going to cheat on her again. I've already learned my lesson. She can't get over it. And they're just having a big communication problem. It's kind of like the whole Dorit and PK thing of PTSD, no PTSD. It's like it's the same thing in both situations. PK, if you're not willing to go through the steps of therapy and take it seriously, you have no right to comment on Dorit's PTSD. And it's like, Mauricio, if you're not going to really check in on Kyle and where she is with trusting you day to day, you really can't say get over it. You haven't done the work.
Right. Well, I still think in the middle of all this success, they both have become so caught up in their careers and so caught up in the success, and the success has been amazing for them. I mean,
I don't think Kyle has lost track of her family. I think Mauricio's job is different than Kyle's. Kyle should be able to go away for a month and film a movie. It's not
Okay.
like she's doing that 11 or 12 months a year.
What's PK doing again for 39
We
days?
don't know, but I think like it's different. Mauricio's was consistent, and it was something where like he needs to rebuild the trust with Kyle. Clearly, we don't know what that is yet, but it's like, how do you rebuild trust when you're not home?
Agreed, but they have become fabulously wealthy and famous, and that changes people.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
also think that it's hard to do. Jill Zarin used to say this to me when I worked for her.
Okay.
You can have it all. You just can't have it all at once.
All at the same time. Totally.
Yep.
Totally.
And she said, you know,
Yeah.
you can have it all, but you can't have it all at once.
Right.
And I think that that is so true. And I think
Yes.
you have to let go of things in
Mhm.
order to do new things. And I'm not, you know, and for Mauricio, it's not letting go of Kyle or his family. It's saying that like, okay, like you can't open up 50 new offices if your marriage is in shambles. You may have to only open up 35. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but
you
you know
can't
what?
do, no, but you can't. You have to pick and choose. Life is about priorities. And he has chosen his business.
Because he thought, and because
But you
people
can't
have
think that
different.
someone's going to ride hard for you and support you when you recently did something that broke their trust.
No, well, we'll see what that is.
That's asking her to sacrifice her well being for his business development. And I think that's very selfish. Just me. Now,
Say that
if
again. I want to hear that again.
he is asking her to sacrifice her well-being for him and his business development. And I don't think that's fair. I think that like the same way that I think it's inappropriate
But
that PK is going to Europe for 39
9
days,
days.
less than 2 years after his wife was held like at knife
At
point or whatever.
gunpoint.
Yeah,
At
gunpoint.
gunpoint, PK. At
Like that's a long
gunpoint.
time. Like I
It
think
is
that
a long
there's
time,
I think
39
that's a
days.
long, long time.
Yeah.
Like it's not like her mother lives with them or like, you know, like something like that.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Right.
And I just find it very selfish. Now, if they have a
But
conversation, if Mauricio said, Kyle, we got so much money on the table, this is going to take a lot of time for me. Like, then we'd hear Mauricio going, no, 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 Kyle, we talked about this. He's not saying that because
okay, but Kyle does like the idea that she threw a $400,000 white party.
the reason why she did is because she knows next year she's going to not be able to take that from his money.
But I'm saying she wants, there's a bit of Kyle who wants it all too.
You don't think that it's weird that they went so big with all this on the table? I think she
I
thinks
think
it was the biggest
it's
year she could have.
so weird that she went that big.
I
But
think
to
it's because she
me,
wanted to take it while she could.
yes, but that also shows, but she's been chasing the Birkins and the this
She
and the
bought
house
custom Birkins
and
for all the
another,
women going on the
yeah, and
trip,
all
the
of
private
that.
plane for
So I'm
Erika's
just
birthday.
saying, you can say what you want about Mauricio, but Kyle loved the money that she was able to spend. She did.
I think that she doesn't have to put her personal earnings towards any bills. So that's a lot easier when you're getting paid over $1 million to film a 3-month show to say, I'm going to take maybe a quarter of that. Say she gets 1.2 for 16 episodes. That would make sense. That she wants to put a quarter of that or a third of that towards this party. Remember,
I'm
they're
not
also
even
1099. That's a business expense. It's on the show.
Yes, I understand all of that, but it's all the other stuff too. The hats she has made, the trips to Aspen, the boats,
But remember,
the
she doesn't
private
have to
boats.
ask him for his permission because
I
she
know, but
makes
they're
her own money.
always in the summertime. They rent a yacht in the Mediterranean and go around Capri.
But
Listen, all I'm saying is Kyle can blame Mauricio for that he's working too much and that they've grown distant. But at the same time, Kyle was enjoying all the fruits of his labor, like it or
but
not.
I have to tell you, I think that the
And yes, she does have
misconception
some
there.
of her money.
No,
but
no, no. She's using all of her money for that stuff. She's just not having to pay for probably her car, her mortgage, any of that stuff.
her
So it's like, how
bags.
much easier is life when you're handed $1 million to film a show, and when you don't have to take any of that money and put it towards a college fund,
No,
this,
nothing. I'm
that,
just saying that she's
just spend it to make yourself look even more rich. Like, why not? That's so different than these other women that some of them, you think Garcelle's able to take her show money and put it towards
No,
just
she's not,
blowing
and
it?
she said that. That's why it was such a big deal. She bought the Birkin and everything.
Yeah.
She said
So
that, but Sutton had no problems buying earrings.
who is your mess?
I want to say, oh, who was my mess? Well, there's about 3.
Who?
Denise was a mess.
Oh yeah, for sure. Always lifelong mess.
There's a messiness to Sutton when she drinks.
Okay.
And
When did she drink too much?
she fell. I assume she was drinking. Oh, I
I
thought when she
mean,
fell, she was drinking.
I think she might have just fallen on turf and heels.
I don't know who was really a mess in this episode. No, I thought it was a good episode. I did. I'm Denise.
My mess, Portia. Come on, girl. Shouldn't have been
No,
crying so much.
no, don't blame Portia. She's 15. That's
Yeah, but come
cruel.
on. You got to give us a real good cry. Give us a little sounds. She was too
No, she
dainty.
didn't
She
want
hid
to.
behind her mother's arms.
I want
Yeah.
to tell you, there is something about parents who are very dramatic.
Rob Minkoff was a mess too.
No, I loved Rob.
Messy
But I'm
though.
going to tell you, there's something about sometimes when you have parents who are very dramatic and out there, the children can sometimes be a little reserved and shy, if you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, I could see my child doing the same thing, just sitting there and not and just keeping it all in. There's something about those girls that remind me of my own daughter. They're very reserved and they're keep everything
They've
in.
experienced a lot in life.
Yeah,
So
and
they do,
Sutton's
so
daughter,
you
Porter.
also have to remember those girls are cousins with Paris Hilton.
Yeah,
They
I
learned at a
know
very
that.
young age, don't show your emotion, keep your mouth shut, don't repeat things. You have to stay quiet. Our
Yeah,
family drama's evolved. So for
yeah,
them, they were probably, even though they knew they were filming a show, they were still like, we're not going to say this, we're not going to do this, we're not going to talk
right,
about this, we're not going to do this.
right. But Porter, Sutton's daughter, she's very reserved and to
That
herself
was the
too.
most boring scene I've ever seen in my
I
life.
know,
I
but do you
wish I
see the
wish that Porter had
difference?
said, "Mom, I don't want to fucking film right now." That literally was what it was. It was
Yeah, but can
horrible.
you see the difference between like um
Yeah, no plastic
Lisa
surgery.
Renna's kids? You know what I mean? And
And
like
Porter,
Porter and like
yeah, one
the
of them's banging
Ermansky kids.
Scott Disick, and the other one probably hasn't gotten banged.
No, but there is a difference between the Umansky girls and Porter and like Lisa Renna's daughters. Let's face it, they're different.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm just saying,
I mean, I think that I hate to say this, it's not Sutton, it's her husband
oh, it's Christian,
that's
maybe.
kept Porter the way Porter is.
Yeah, yeah. You know what though? There's also what's her name? Sonia Morgan. Her daughter is all
And that's why
reserved
ex-husband that won't let her on, that won't let it happen.
on the show. All reserved, all of that.
Well, we're
So
way past time. So
okay, I'm sorry. And
yeah.
we'll talk about the reunion next week.
Yeah, can't wait. Hope you all stayed till the end. We
Subscribe.
know you didn't. Love ya. Bye.
Bye.